So I know some of you have heard about the new tax reforms that they are looking to get approved here in the Dominican Republic. And I know that you have heard a lot of things. So in this video, I'm gonna give you some details about that new tax reform. So if this reform get approved or partially get approved, they are looking to start in January 2025. And it is a comprehensive package that includes increase on tax revenues, improve of infrastructures, and strengthening social programs. So the government is looking to generate 122 billion annually to fund various projects to enhance the quality of life of Dominicans. At least that's what they say. So here are some details how the plan will look and how it will impact both businesses and citizens. So let's first talk about some key aspects. The first initiative is tax increases and revision. In this initiative, one of the main components is to tax sugary drinks like Coca-Cola. And this is to promote a healthier lifestyle. So they're looking to increase 58 cents per every 100 milliliters. Another thing they're looking into increase is cigarettes, and that is 20% more. And there's also to promote a healthy lifestyle. Another one that they are increasing is alcoholic drink. And now, if you buy the entire bottle, it will be taxed 850 pesos more. The next initiative it is that they're trying to stop tax evasion. In one way that they are looking into do that, it is creating basically more rules. It has been said that half of Dominican doesn't pay taxes, especially the EVs. Those EVs that you see on your ticket that you buy, majority of them or businesses or people are not paying those taxes. So what they're doing, they want to create more rules, it will be more strict about it. That way people are basically forced to pay more the taxes. The next initiative is looking to give it more incentive to certain sectors like tourism, film industry, and textile. So that initiative sounds positive. It's like something good or better than what it was before. The only one they have seen so far. So the next initiative is wage adjustment. So they're looking to increase minimum wage from 10,000 pesos monthly to 15,000 pesos monthly, and that is for public and private sector, and that is around 175 US to around 260 US monthly. And they doing this to mitigate the tax increase that I just mentioned before. To now they giving you more money, but what I don't understand is why even doing it? So you're gonna give me more money to pay more taxes. To me, doesn't make sense. Well, to me, I don't know, but that doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, going to the next one. And the next initiative, it is that they are looking into increasing the social programs. Like for example, they have a social program here called Alimentate, which is a card that they give to not every Dominican, but to some Dominican, they qualify for it. They give you a card that they call Alimentate for you to buy groceries at the supermarket. And it will increase from 1,650 every month to 2,000 pesos every month. And this will cost the government 5 billion annually to increase that amount for this program. The next initiative it is infrastructure investment. As a lot of you know, the government had put a lot of effort in developing the infrastructure here in Dominican Republic. And I have done videos about this before, like the metro station, the metro rail, the telepheric, things like that. So what they're doing to do it is to increase the tax to be able to help with developing more the infrastructure. And some of these tax will go to infrastructure that they are looking into do, that, like the metro train here in Santo Domingo and the monorail in Santiago. The next initiative, it is security improvement. And with this new reform, they are looking to hire 20,000 more security agents like police, AMEX, military agents. They are also looking to build 116 new police stations, and they are looking to also renovate 300 more. So with this initiative, they are looking into improve safety in places like tourist area and low-income neighborhoods. So these are some of the initiatives that I was able to find. Now let's talk about how this will impact both businesses and citizens. On the business aspect, the tax burden will increase in some sectors. For a lot of years, companies had benefited for tax break in certain sectors. and that was an incentive for them to build. Now, if this reform passes, it will go away, and companies it will face a higher operation cost. So now let's talk about how this will impact the cities. For the ordinary Dominican, this new reform, if it passes, it will impact the Dominicans in many ways. One of the main ways is higher taxes on goods and services. This new reform, it will affect directly and indirectly the real estate sector, impacting both investors and property owners. So with this, we're looking in higher costs for developers and investors. And how is that? As I mentioned before, in areas like Punta Cana and Santo Domingo, it was a tax break, and developers used to build because it was an incentive for them to build and do business. And it also was an incentive for people that are looking into invest here in the Dominican Republic, because with that we had the comfort tour law, which is in this law, you in the tourist area, you didn't have to pay the 3% transfer tax. You didn't have to pay that. You didn't also have to pay the 1% that you had to property tax that you pay every year. That you didn't have to pay that for 15 years. Now, if the new law gets approved, then that is go away, and you will have to pay all that. You will have to pay your transfer fee, you have to pay your taxes every year, so everything will go away. On the developer side, if you don't have the tax break, of course the project will be at a higher cost, and that will pass that cost to the consumer. And if the consumer doesn't have that incentive, like the comfort tool law, the project would be at a higher cost. That was one of the big incentives for people to invest here in the Dominican Republic, for both investors that come from outside the country and also for Dominican. That was a great incentive. That if that goes away, the probability is that the construction market is slowed down. So that leads me to number 2, impact on property prices. And like I mentioned before, for the developer, the prices increases, they're gonna pass that cost to the consumer. And if that consumer have to pay more, the project will be less affordable for a middle class buyer. Which leads me to number 3, reducing investing in a specific sector like tourism. If the prices increase, less people will be able to afford, so it will be less construction and less investment in specific areas like tourist areas, which play a crucial role in the investment market. The next impact is an increase on rental demand. And the idea is, with the minimum wage increase from 10,000 pesos to 15,000 pesos, they believe that people will be able to afford to rent in and buy more homes in areas like Santo Domingo and Santiago. But what I don't understand it is, if they increase in minimum wages, but they also increase the taxes, which is the taxes will eat probably more of the wages that they increases. But they say with these, people will be able to afford more rent and buy more homes. I don't understand. To me, it doesn't make sense, but that's what they're saying. And the next impact on property taxes. And besides all the taxes that we already spoke about, it is the tax increasing on the property taxes that you pay every year. Before it used to be property that were over 7.5 million pesos. So now, if it passes, they're gonna change it, and it will be on property also that is 5 million pesos. So in dollars, for people that buy property that was over 130,000 US, they pay the 1% taxes. Now it also would be for property that are about 86,000 US. So even the property that are less money, gonna pay taxes. To me, with this, what they're looking into do is to have more taxpayer, because it was now it is anything, pretty much you can find a property on less than $100,000. Really, you find projects that are built that way. So it's everything built up. So all those people gonna pay property tax. So they're looking into have more people to pay taxes. So for example, if you build you a house 10 years ago and it was less than 5 million pesos, less than 86,000 US, you don't have to pay no taxes. So that extra money that probably you make or have was going toward your disposable income. But now, if this new law passes, now you will have to start paying taxes. That 1% taxes that you pay, your property taxes every year, you will have to start paying for the rest of the time that you have a property or for the rest of your life. So that is not looking attractive right now. So in summary, with this new tax reform, they're looking into create a more balanced and fair system by increasing government revenue through increasing tax and reducing tax evasion. They are also looking into improve public services and infrastructure, benefiting the country in a long-term economic stability. While businesses and citizens facing challenges to the increase of the taxes. Does that make any sense? So what do I think? First, I don't like it. Would I believe it's passed? I don't know. I hope no. I think they will have to make some changes because it is ridiculous for everybody. It's ridiculous for businesses and for regular citizens. If you already know, like a lot of people know, the regular citizens here in Dominican Republic are facing a struggle. That's why a lot of them want to leave, because they are not able to afford a lot of things and they ready to leave the country. Can you imagine now with all this coming up? It's gonna be very crazy. So I think something will have to change, or just forget about this new reform right now. I think this is not the moment of changes. Just like me, it's many Dominicans, I will say, if you know, to not say all, because I don't know if it's all certain, but I know a lot of Dominicans don't like this. A lot of people are making protests against this new reform that is supposed to be in 2025, but people are making protests. You see people in certain neighborhoods where how people protest is just burn tires on the street, and they start making noise and blah, blah, blah. In other areas, like in this area, every night at 8 p.m., people are starting with their cartero, the pad, and we started just knocking and making a lot of noise in your patio. I'm doing that. This is the third night that I'm doing it. So in this neighborhood, they at 8 p.m. everybody come out. Or everyone was doing when come out just as a protest of this new reform. But let's see what's gonna happen. I hope that it doesn't pass. But let's see. So let me know what you think in the comment down below. And this is all what I have right now. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also share. And I will see you in my next one.